foot kicks, just like this, executing with complete mastery. But after you practice for a little bit, right, you can actually use both feet and you get a little bit more control there. So you can see as Nick goes back and forth, left foot, right foot. Oh, even using the outside because he's very humble, as I mentioned. On the toes as well, using the surfaces and checking his invisible watch as the clock ticks by. So that's kind of level one. You'd be doing that in other circles with other friends and so on and so forth. You might even use your knees if you want to. And then you'll stop it on your foot with a nice little toe stall. And that's a little golf clap for Nick. It's a beautiful smattering. We'll be hearing that very often. So, once you learn that, right, footbag is actually more about kind of stopping and stalling the bag. So you can see here as Nick actually delays the bag on his toes, going back and forth, and then he might even use the inside surfaces of his shoes just to show off a little bit more. Nick's actually known in the community for using the outsides of his feet a lot, kind of does different moves with that. And let's just stop on an inside stall if we would. And what Nick's going to do is he's actually going to walk over his ankle, and the audience goes, "Oh!" 7 people go, and then he'll walk it back as well. But that interesting position he was in is actually called a clipper, so let's just do a couple of clippers back and forth. I'm sure the person who invented this is probably in this room here, but these are basically, they're 2-point tricks. We have a whole point system. I won't belabor you with that right now, but essentially, and there you go, that's the dragon stall, which is amazing as well. So let's go to a toe stall as well. Making sense so far? Yes? Very good. Okay. Nice. So then what Nick's going to start to do is he's going to start to actually do what we call dexterities, which is circling the bag as it goes in the air. So let's just do it around the world, which is basically that. Yeah. It's actually the first time he's done it, but he sells it. So that was clockwise. Let's go counterclockwise as well. And obviously you actually can't tell if Nick is left-footed or right-footed unless you know statistics, the odds or that sort of thing. So basically he's going back and forth doing dexterities. You can do this with clippers as well. So let's just do a couple of leg overs, let's do a couple of mirages, so on and so forth as Nick goes back and forth. And he's kind of making this up as he goes, right Nick?
Oh yeah.
So essentially these are moves that he's done ever since he was, you know, a young Jedi in the woods, bringing them out into public this afternoon. So that was one time around with the dexterity. He can also use his head to do dexterity. So let's do a little bit of ducking. This is what lay people normally enjoy a lot. You're going to see a lot of these. You can see how high and tight he gets it on his neck there. That means that it's clean. So we kind of have different definitions of what's a good trick and a bad one. And he adds the dexterity there just to show off. And he hasn't dropped yet if you're playing along at home. And the head saw. Awesome. Great. One of the things that's really beautiful is actually spinning tricks. So Nick, let's do a couple spins here as well. So he's rotating, the bag goes up, he sets it straight up, he spots it like a ballerina, and then stalls it yet again. So this is a mix of kind of 90 degrees and 180 degrees and 360 degrees. And because it's early, I won't make him do 720 degrees, but Nick's beyond capable of that. Jeez Louise, we peaked too soon. Jump the shark. So that was one time around. Let's show them some double dexterity. So basically what Nick's going to do now is mix in a couple of tricks where he's going around the bag twice. He might use the same foot, he might use different feet, but essentially this means that we're going up and down, and we're doing two dexterities as we go. And what he's demonstrating here is a pretty high level of play, which is amazing. Let's show him some other crazy stuff. Use some weird surfaces. If you can maybe like stall on the bottom of your shoe, or maybe something crazy like that. Okay, not bad, not bad. So that's on that's a sole. It's fine. He drops it with your human. He drops it with your human. Let's try again. Oh my goodness gracious. Mr. Spaghetti. So Nick, what else should we show them here? What do you feel good about? Yeah, so I was speaking about the point system before, so he's going to do a couple 4-point tricks. And basically tonight our judges, our esteemed panel of judges who you'll meet in just a minute, will be kind of counting these in their heads to understand how hard tricks are. So let's do a couple 4-point tricks. Go for it. A couple rip walks, a couple blurs, a couple dim walks. Bam, so these are all worth 4 points if he's adding them up in his mind. Amazing. And then let's do just a couple 5s for the team as we evolve into, my goodness. There we go. So that's worth 5, that's 5, that's 5, that's 0. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Awesome. And let's show them one last thing here. Let's grab that bag that just kind of ventured underneath there as he goes under the table. Good. So obviously you see people juggle with their hands, but probably never with their feet. So let's try 2 bags, Nick. This will be the big finale for everybody. They'll go wild as Nick actually juggles 2 bags.
Hacky Landis.
1 on the ground, 1 on the floor. 2 bags, both in the air. Here we are. There we go. That's crazy. Amazing. It's like YouTube, but he's here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Mr. Nick Landis.